Hey, folks. Hey, we're gonna give this a moment. See if we can get a few people to jump on. Those of you that are watching, I hope I'm coming in okay. Not too much lag. Excuse me. I got all my equipment put together and set up, and didn't have much of a chance to run any tests of the stream before I fired it up. So let me know if this is coming in okay for you. Hopefully it'll stream well. I see we're getting a few more viewers popping up. That's good. Okay, great. Thanks, Owen, for letting me know. Yeah, I was a little concerned. I don't know why, if it's the weather or what, but my internet connection has been kind of slow today. So it's been going kind of on and off. Seems to be running good now, though. I was following another person's live stream before I fired mine up, so I wasn't sure if it was going to go through well or not. And their live stream was coming through on my end real well. And so I figured, yep, no, we shouldn't have a problem getting this stream up. So we're up and we're running. I see we got 5 folks jumped on so far. Hopefully we'll get a bunch more folks jumping in. When you post these, hey, Plano Chuck, great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping in. I was just talking about getting things up and running. Sean, good to see you. But it always starts out slow. Corey and I talked about it a bit over at I'm just looking at a stats bar I got on my screen. But anyway, when you get started, you only got a few viewers, and the way you stumble around, to get going, and then you get a few more viewers on. And for some live streams, folks will jump on well before the stream starts, because once it's posted and it says that there's going to be a stream, folks jump on there and they start chatting. They're talking about everything from the weather to who whatever. And so they've got a lot of viewers in their chat going on before the stream even starts. But once the stream starts, then it's posted on YouTube as live, that you're live. And that's when people start to jump on. They see that and they go, oh, well, there's a live stream. Let's jump over there and check it out. But, Jasmine, is it cold up there? Yes, it's cold. But it's nowhere near as cold as it has been. Boy, the days this week have just been terrible. Yeah, Sean, what's the great topic tonight? Well, if you noticed on my post, the topic, it says, endeavor to persevere. And that's what the topic is tonight. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that statement, endeavor to persevere, because it was pulled out of a very well-known movie. I'm not going there. I don't want any copyright infringements. The it's right now with YouTube, it's so easy to say the wrong thing, show the wrong thing, do the wrong thing. So I'm just going to stay away from the title of that movie. But an individual in that movie said that he was going to endeavor to persevere. Well, there's a lot to that. Yeah, thanks, Sean. There's always a way. But there's a few reasons for that topic tonight. And the chef, yep, 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 in a top hat. Uh-huh. The I think about that statement and the things that a person goes through their lives, and how you end up with these different roadblocks that get in the way of things you want to accomplish. And sometimes those roadblocks send you down the wrong road. They knock you right off path. Well, I've even had times in my life where I've ended up going down a trail I didn't want to be on. But I always reminded myself to endeavor to persevere to get back on the path I wanted to be on. We all live in our own little world. We have our own families, we have our job, we have our acquaintances and friends. And that's our own little world. A lot of times that world gets disrupted and redirects you down a different path. And I really think it's important for a person to constantly remind themselves, you need to mold your world to your path. You need to, well, hi, Rob. Yeah, people jumping on, that's great. So when you have folks, you see that they feel, and they're telling you, I feel like I'm on a dead end street. I'm not doing what I like. I'm not enjoying myself, but everybody expects me to live a certain way. And you're right, Sean. It same goes for everything in life, and it's that's really the whole point is that if you have a passion for something, don't let the world steal your passion away. You endeavor to persevere, and just the term endeavor to persevere, if a person understands it, endeavor is to work hard at something, anything. To endeavor is to put all your effort into something and work hard at it. To persevere is to work hard at continuing on something. No matter what the end result, you're going to continue to push to your goals, to the end of your road. So, and it all comes down to the word hard. It's hard to endeavor to persevere. I've always loved the outdoors. My whole life, I've loved the outdoors. And I suggested in the description to this stream that that if you look at bushcrafting, which my channel, it pretty much so surrounds bushcrafting. Look at it, we're in the middle of the winter and Sty's stuck in the Sty shack. Not a lot of outdoor bushcraft going on. But I'll endeavor to persevere because I'll be out in the woods this spring, and I'll be out in the woods a lot this summer. I'm going to work hard at it, and I'm going to, no matter how hard it is, I'm going to persevere to whatever the end might be. Now, with bushcrafting skills is a good example. People, they want to learn bushcrafting skills, and they go, oh man, I'd love to learn the hand drill. I want to learn the hand drill. And they try it for a while, and they go, oh man, that hurts. Oh, that's tough. I must not have the right materials or something. Or I just don't have the talent. I just can't do it. So they say, well, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to do something different. I'll just find something different to do. Well, they chose not to endeavor to persevere. The hand drill is not truly that difficult, but it requires a lot of determination and a lot of patience and a lot of practice. So you have to endeavor to persevere to get proficient with a hand drill to start a fire. So people want to learn those skills, but they don't want to endeavor to persevere. So you have to teach yourself the importance of endeavoring to persevere. I'm the kind of person where if I want something, I'm going to push until it kills me if that's what it takes. That's just life. And it applies in everything we do. I mean, there's been times where I've been very successful, had everything I could dream of, and went through a terrible crash, lost it all. But I endeavored to persevere, and I restored myself. I got the things that I loved replaced one way or the other. They aren't the exact same things, but they are replaced with something else. Yeah, I totally agree, Sean. That's how a person builds character. Endeavoring to persevere will definitely build character. Will definitely build some character. Okay, just a few housekeeping items I want to throw out there. It doesn't look like I got a lot of viewers on tonight. But one thing that you folks can do for me, you get a chance, if you're on any kind of social media, whether it be Facebook or Twitter, Google Plus, any of those, share this live feed or my videos or my channel out there on those social medias to draw some more attention to the channel. I am thrilled. I broke the 2,000 mark. I've got over 2,000 subscribers. It's going well in that arena. Thanks, Rob. I was hovering just below 2,000. And I could not get myself bumped up over 2,000. Well, I visited a live stream that is just like a support stream. They support all channels. Anybody can go there, and if you behave yourself on their channel, they give you a blue wrench and blah blah blah, and they support you. Well, I jumped on there just out of curiosity, and I watched a few of their live feeds, and I was just a lurker. I sat in the background and watched them. Well, they had so many people um, interacting and supporting each other. I got on there and I started making a couple of comments, and the hosts mentioned my channel. They didn't do a shout out or anything like that. They only mentioned that I was on there in the chat. Just like that. Boom. The mention I got when they mentioned my channel, they said, "Boy, he's pretty close to 2,000. That's pretty good." And that's it. That's all they said. Next thing I know, boom, 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 I got all these subs, bumped me over 2,000. But I anticipated losing a lot of those subs. And I thought, boy, if I lose a lot of those subs, I don't know. Is it really worth it? Is it, am I going to keep doing this? Well, so what happened was those subs stuck. They stuck. Now it's starting to climb even more. I got 3 additional subs today. And yeah, thanks, Rob. Got me, buddy. That's good. Great. But so anyway, I thanks, Jasmine. Well, hi, Ashley. Yeah, the more the merrier. So anyway, if you get a chance after the live stream, I don't want to give you guys suggestions to jump off my stream and go check things out. I'm trying to build my streams, and if I'm encouraging people to run off and go check everybody else out, it's not going to do me any good. Will it? You poor dumb old fool. Yeah. So anyway, after this live stream, you get the opportunity, jump to my YouTube homepage and take a look at it. It's been revamped. I've done a bunch of work on it. And I'm thrilled how well it's coming together. I was having a lot of problems with my banner. It was just a picture of a lake. It was bland. It was boring. I was trying to build and edit a new banner. I was having so much trouble. So I'm going to put a plug in, which I should have actually done it as an ad, because you get credit for it actually. But now I've got TubeBuddy. Now TubeBuddy is awesome. That was the answer to all my problems. I got TubeBuddy, and I was able to get my banner done. I was able to, the thumbnail for this live feed, that thumbnail with the cottage, and it says live at the Sty Shack, endeavor to persevere, and my channel logo, I think, is on it. That thumbnail I made in about 3 minutes. So Jasmine can see it at the same time. Thanks, Jazz. So anyway, so I got that thumbnail made in 3-4 minutes, and it's an awesome thumbnail. And so my thumbnails for my videos are going to get much better. Thumbnails for my lives are going to get much better for my live streams. The banner is close to complete. I mean, it's looking so much better than it was. All of my videos are broke down into playlists. So if you want to get on a specific topic, you can find the playlist, and all the videos related are in that playlist. So the channel is coming together really well. Yeah, you go eat, Jasmine. Well, hi, Jeff. Jeff, it's good to have you on board. Hey, running water. Hey, everybody, running water. That's my oldest boy. Oh, hey, Richard from Backwoods, Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, running water. He's out on the road. the And thank you. Thank you. It looks as good as I can get it at this point. Nice to be seen. Hey, Richard, it's always nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Lots of good folks already on here. But what I'm doing is, especially with the live feeds, is I'm trying to get my channel, what would I call it, established and stable for April. Because in April, that's when all the true changes will take effect. So I've got my channel homepage totally reconstructed and with the new banner, the new thumbnails I'm going to start using now. And like I said, using TubeBuddy, it's making it a breeze. I like a dummy. I was struggling using this TubeBuddy, right? Well, it was free. Well, there's a lot of features that they offer that isn't free. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to them. Well, that's $9 a month. Don't cost much at all. Well, I then was trying to develop my banner and improve on my thumbnails. So I found Canva, which is another great piece of software online. I jumped on Canva, and they're the ones where I made my custom banner and my custom thumbnails, and I subscribe to them, and they're $10 a month. And, I can solely afford $10 here, $10 there, $10 there every month. It doesn't take long. It's like going into a dollar store and saying, it's just a buck. It's just a buck. And then you get up there with a full cart and you go, oh, that's just $100. So I got to looking and I decided I would see what their free version would offer. Holy smokes, I got my whole banner, I got my thumbnails, all on the free version. And I had already subscribed to them. They let me go in and cancel my subscription. They didn't bill me. They said, well, we're not going to bill you then. If you're not going to use the extra features, we just won't bill you. Even though you did subscribe and you had it for a few days, we're going to just unsubscribe you as a paid user and let you use the free version. So Canva was great. Is great. It's not, it wasn't, was, it is great. Now, probably will eventually end up using the paid version with them because, boy, it's a great piece of, it's a great tool for if you're a creator and you need to work on your channel. I've got those tools. My next step, and I'm trying to put some money aside, excuse me, I want to upgrade my equipment. Video equipment, don't have to do it. I've got an Aki webcam. I've got 2 Canon Vixia 800s. I've got a Canon camera. I got all the video and still shot equipment I need. I've got the lighting I need. I've got the microphone I need. I need a new laptop. So I put money away for that laptop. And hi, Hike with Mike. Good to see you. Great, great, great. The so I want to get a new laptop. I also want something a little more powerful than what I got. I also want to put some money aside because I have my Sty trailer, Sty Shack 2, that I want to work on this summer and have out and get some use out of. So there's a lot going on there. A lot going on there. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Photoshop substitute you're talking about there, running water. Haven't tried it yet, but I'll be jumping on there. Yeah, yeah. Free is good. Free is very good. But onto the subject. Well, before I go on to this subject again, hey, all of you, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. It really matters. Really matters. Down the road, I didn't want to, but I'm planning on monetizing my channel after April. Just for some supplemental income, even if it's just a few dollars here and there, it's going to help. So all of anything off of the channel that the channel generates is all going to go into the channel anyway. It's going to go into channel activities and that. I got to read here. Hike with Mike says, Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. One of my favorite videos of yours is when you went to the homeless camp and visited the folks there. It really gave a good viewpoint of hidden aspects of society. I totally agree. He had 2 videos with those homeless guys, and that was awesome. I loved it. And I loved the direction that those videos took, is the survival aspect of those homeless fellas. People don't realize it. I mean, they're pure bushcrafters. That's a true bushcrafter. And they're bushcrafters through necessity. They're not bushcrafters as a hobby like most of us are. They're bushcrafters out of necessity. And what a better way to learn than to go right to the source. And those fellas were. I love those videos. Those were great. Oh wow, Richard, that's good to see. Hey, Richard, if you're good, you're good. Oh, hey, that's what I have, Sean. I've got a Lenovo, but I totally screwed up. I had some extra bucks for a little while there. I had a pool of money, and I decided I'm retiring. I won't be able, on my income, to be able to buy these things. I've got this pool of money that I could invest in some things. So I ran out and bought a new laptop. Well, so I go to Walmart, and I wasn't paying much attention. I get a Lenovo, and this laptop is awesome. For what it is awesome. It has given me no trouble whatsoever. The only thing I don't like is it's got a 2.0 and a 3.0 USB port. You can't tell the two apart because neither one of them are marked as which one they are, right? 3.0 ports are supposed to be blue so that you don't mess them up. So that if you've got a 3.0 appliance to attach to it, you know you're in the right port. Lenovo, they're smart ports. Both of them are technically 3.0. It senses what you've plugged into it. So if it's a 2.0, that port is 2.0. If it's a 3.0, you plug into it, it recognizes it and runs it as a 3.0. Oh, well, yeah. And I couldn't find that anywhere. I really had to do some searching to find that. So, but Lenovo, I've been there. That's what I'm looking at. And I can get an i5 quad processor or an i7 quad processor between $600 and $800 with a great video card, great RAM, everything I would need ever for any of my YouTube publishing. So that's what I'm shooting for, is one of them. I hate to say it, but that's a brand. Sorry, Lenovo, I don't think is going to complain that I'm saying that, yeah, I want to go with one. What's people saying here? Hey, Red Life, thanks for jumping on. We've got a small group tonight. Everybody must be out having a drink or two tonight. Or they're still having dinner. Yeah. I've got, what is it? It's a 4 terabyte external. Everything's going on that, and I'll probably have to get another one. I've got 3 years, 261 videos I've put on YouTube, but I have all of the raw data for those videos also saved. I have all of my YouTube videos backed up. In fact, I did that yesterday, backed all my YouTube stuff, backed it all up. So it's not on the laptop. Well, it's on the laptop, but it's not also off-site saved. So, Chuck, you got all the snow all plowed? Yeah, I couldn't believe that, Richard, watching some of your videos out there. It's cold. That video where you planned on doing a little fishing? Yeah. I watched your video. I'm thinking, I'm not going out there. It's just too darn cold. Thanks, Red. That's one thing with the smaller groups. There's certain live streams I love to jump onto because the host has so much good information. You want to hear what they have to say, but the chat is almost impossible to manage. You watch that chat and you'll post a comment on there and the host is trying to peg everybody and say, oh, so and so said this or blah blah blah, and they miss you, and they miss you for good reason. They've got 200 viewers, 2 people watching them. They've got 150 of them are on the chat, and you can't read that stuff. There's no way you can keep up with that and listen to the host. So when the groups are a little smaller, the streams are smaller, it is so much easier and you don't miss so much. Sean, you're making me jealous. I'm here with my coffee. the no drinking on the job. Some of my favorite channels, though, they're no problem with having a beer on the channel. Let's see. Yep, Richard, you're absolutely right. Yep. We put a lot of work. Not everybody's a creator. A lot of people create their YouTube channel just so they have good access and they can have their favorites and they can all their liked videos and the people they've subbed to in a list so they can jump in and watch all the videos they want, and it's their form of entertainment or education, whatever. But it's the creators like Richard. Richard knows you put a lot of work into making these videos. I don't care how simple of a video it is. I've got videos from 3 years ago that if you watch them today, people will watch them and they'll watch one of your newer ones. They jump way back and they watch one of your real old ones and they go, oh, back then that must have been easy. You just set the camera up and said a few things and posted it because there's hardly any front end, hardly any back end. There's no graphics. And you could tell he didn't edit it worth a darn. I don't care. I've got videos. My very first video wasn't even a video. It was a slideshow, for crying out loud, that I edited on YouTube. And I had to plug every one of those slides in, every one of them, every single one of them, get them in the right order. Then I had to put in these little caption pages here and there. I think that thing took me 2 hours to put together. My very first video. It was a pain in the neck. But once I posted it, I said, wow, I like it. It's pretty good. It was just a slideshow. Well, I don't want to lose it. There's no way I'm going to lose that. So I had a real issue back then because I had a drawer full of flash drives. And those flash drives were only like 80 gig total for the whole bunch of them. Well, you can imagine it didn't take long to fill all those flash drives with those videos. But I wasn't about to lose them. So, and then I ended up with a bunch of them on my computer at the time. I had a desktop at the time, the tower. And believe it or not, if I hadn't saved, I had burned a bunch of my videos to disk. I had put a bunch on my flash drives, and I had my tower crash on me. That tower's long gone and in the trash. It would have cost about $800 to have the data recovered, if they could recover it. They said $500, no matter how much data they recover, $800 if they're fully successful. I couldn't afford that. There's no way. Sean, yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm told 20 to 40 hours to do a video. Sometimes I've had some of my outdoor videos where I've had to piece them. I've had to do a lot of editing, and yeah, you can stick hours and hours into them. Once you get kind of the knack of it and you start using if you got some good editing software, you can get through them a little quicker, but yeah, there's a lot of work. And where I want to take my channel, that's why I'm going to need a better computer for it, is I need better editing tools that have the power to do some bulk editing. So yeah, hike with Mike. I notice that in your videos, and there's, and that's that is you. That is you. Now, I've had some videos like that where it's just raw. I put in a front end and I put in a tail end, everything in the middle. There's not a single edit, a single cut. It's just raw. Um, and because there's times where I think a person's audience really does want to see how it really is. Now, now I was guilty of it in one video that I'm aware of. I don't think I did it on any others, but I see it in some people's channels, and I kind of chuckle to myself, especially fire starting channels. Flint and steel, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden you can see the edit, and then, oh, I've got a coal, I got an ember. Oh, we're going now, and you notice in the background it's gotten darker and the weather's changed. They were probably spending 4 hours trying to get one ember, and they edited all that out of it to get you to the fire. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. The Hey, Rob, that's how I got into YouTube. I had some family members and some friends that told me, Sty, you need to do some videos so that there's some history about you, that when you're getting up in the years, when you're dead and gone, if you've got some videos made of you and things you've done or things you're doing, we can enjoy those well after you're dead and gone. I don't know why they would wanna, hey, let's watch the dead guy tonight. Well, but whatever turns your crank. So that's what got me going. That, along with when I was at Camp Wilderness Thriving Fundamentals, I saw making these videos and using YouTube as a tool to market the camp. And that's really what got me going, was marketing the camp. And if you watch all the old days at Camp WTF, that playlist is all of the old videos when I lived out at camp. And you can tell those were all geared to market something, is to draw an audience and their interest in coming to our camp. Um, and that goes back to, we were having some issues getting clientele, and we were really strapped on the budget. So I decided to endeavor to persevere. I started making videos. I said, I'm going to get us some clients out here. I did not want to go on camera. There was no way that I wanted to go on camera. To show you how much I give a darn about getting my old mug on a camera, if you went through all the family photos of my family, all the way back to when I was a itty bitty kid, there's very few pictures of me. Very few pictures. There's pictures of everybody else, but there's very few pictures of me, because I wasn't one of those people that said, oh, they're taking pictures, I got to get in on this. No, I was, they're taking pictures. Let them. So to get in front of the camera and start doing videos, I had to endeavor to persevere. It was hard, and it was a hard task I had set myself out on, with no idea what the outcome will be. Will I be successful? Will I not? It didn't matter, because that's what I decided I wanted to do. And because that was what I wanted to do, I was going to endeavor to persevere. Oh, yeah. red light and goes with what Richard's saying about his wife does all of her videos on the phone, and her videos turn out just good. And and same with you, red light. I mean, I know I have a young fella that lives in the same building I do. I live in a big apartment building, and I got a fella on the same floor I'm on, lives across from me. The building I live in is a big round building. Our apartments are pie shaped. It's pretty weird. But he lives directly across the pie from me. Well, this young fella, he's only done a few videos, very few actually, all on his phone, and they're great. And the quality is awesome. And he doesn't edit either. His is raw video. When he goes out and makes a video, it's just him, his phone, and whatever he's videoing. I'm taking this young fella out with me this summer on some hikes. We're going to go to some waterfalls. We're going to be doing a few things together. And he wants to do some joint video work, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So I'll introduce you folks to this fella this summer. I'm not good at computers, Red Light says. Hey, yeah. And I think it's funny. I am a bushcrafter. I'm an outdoorsman. I lived in the Western Rockies in the wilderness. I lived in the off-grid in northern Wisconsin. And I excelled. I loved it. And then I got involved with YouTube and computers to a point. I haven't a clue. How do you make a YouTube banner? Can you do it rubbing two computers together? Because if you can rub two computers together, I'll do it. Can I take this mouse and rub it on the keyboard and get a YouTube video out of it? That'd be sweet. I could do that. But no, I got to take this big learning curve. And be careful what you push. Don't touch that. Don't push that button. There it is. Gone. That's happened to Sty many a time. But here I am with all this technology. I wish I could, because I'm using the webcam on the laptop. I can't do it. But I wish I could turn and show you my living room and television here. It looks like a stinking newsroom. It looks like a studio. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 cameras sitting here. Yeah, 4 cameras. I've got my big microphone. I've got the laptop. I've got my lighting. I've got another microphone there. And cable all over the place. You ain't going to find that out in a bushcraft camp. None of this stuff. But here I am. And when I was making my first videos, I was going to reach for it. I had a little Panasonic camera, digital camera, and all the videos were done on that. And they were actually pretty good. They turned out really pretty good. But that's all I had, and a USB cable to hook that up to my desktop, download that video, do a little editing, and post it. That was it, the total extent, and a little computer monitor. That's it. Now I'm sitting here with all this gear, this big 65-inch TV, with everything I'm doing up on that TV. And it's only there because I endeavored to persevere. It's the truth. For me to get to this point was hard. So I had to really, it was, I knew it was going to be hard, that it was going to be a very difficult endeavor, and I knew that it was going to be hard to continue on with it. So you put the two together and you're going to endeavor to persevere. And that's, doggone it, that's what Sty is doing, is he's endeavoring to persevere. the What do we got going here? I got to make sure that I'm going like this. You guys are seeing me do that. I don't have to. I'm wearing my new glasses, but I spent the last 12 years going like this in them old glasses of mine. So it's like smoking. It's almost a habit you can't break. So let's see. I get a kick out of that. We're all saying that we're not good with computers. Yeah, we just do our best, right? And I think we're all doing well, very well, doing very well. Yeah, I know that you use Pinnacle there, running water. Don't get too advanced on us now. We'll just get scared and run off. And Jasmine had her dinner. I'm looking back at a couple of these. Yeah, where you said, Richard, that you don't use edit to fix any mess ups. Only in certain cases can I see the point. I use edits when I have to marry two separate, or multiple separate shots together, because some of my outdoor activities, they don't blend well unless I find a good end point and a good new start point. They just don't blend well. So that's where my edit would be. But I don't like I don't like doing cutouts in the middle of videos. I try to avoid as much of that as I can. But if I have to do retakes, then I just throw the original take away and I use the full retake. I agree with you on that. And some of my cutouts, the few cutouts I did have, were actually where I had to do a retake. And I saved those and I did my bloopers video, my oops, things happen video. I've got a few more, but I'm not going to do another one for a while. Hike with my used to be a lead singer in a band, and you don't want to be in front of the camera, you'd rather be behind it. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of performers that they consider themselves blind performers because they're just performing. The heck with the audience, because they don't like being in front of the spotlight like that. But they're great at performing. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's a couple channels that I'm subscribed to where the one fella, all of his videos, I've only seen him in 2 of his videos. Otherwise, all of his videos are from behind the camera. In fact, many of his videos, you never hear his voice. You not only don't see him, you don't hear his voice. There'll be background music, that sort of thing, but not his voice even. And it's because, and he told me, he says, well, I'm kind of camera shy. I just really don't care for it, getting on that side of it. Okay. Uper Digger 57. Hey, it's a good thing you jumped on. I was starting to wonder where you were. I'm gonna let this stream run until 2 hours. At the 2 hour mark, I'm going to cut us off. Um, so anybody jumping on now, it's not a bad time because we're only halfway through. Hike with Mike. Technology sucks if you are still working. I can't keep up with all the changes. So stressful. I am old school and it is difficult to adjust to all the changes thrown at you. I know what you mean. What I'm trying to do is find like a sweet spot for me where it meets the needs of my channel, the technology meets the needs of my channel. I'm not going to try to be these multi-million subscriber kind of channels. I don't want that responsibility because it takes too much out of your life. And that's why I had so much trouble. That's why my banner was just a lake. It didn't have nothing on it, just a picture of a lake. Forever. Until this week. All the software, all the banner creators, everything I looked at just confused the heck out of me until I stumbled on a couple of things that made perfect sense. I found videos that did a walkthrough with the creator package I'm using, did a walkthrough, and I had that video going on one side, and I had the software up on the other, and I'm going, oh, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. And then I'm going, oh my gosh, look at that banner. And it wasn't very hard. But I'm telling you, for the last 6 months, I've been so stressed out over my channel and the way the dumb thing looked. And now I'm feeling happy and confident because I found kind of a sweet spot. I found tools that were a little easier for me. But boy, they start talking the technical side of things and they start getting real technical. Oh, yeah, I do this. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I might look at it. Yeah, yeah. No, I ain't looking at it. I'm old school too. Chuck, speaking of persevering, I have so many back burners on my stove with projects and skills I want to complete, but I refuse to give up on them. I may have to live 150 years to do them. I know what you feel like, Chuck. I know what you feel like. I am getting to the point where I'm starting to ask myself, do you really think you're going to be able to do that? You don't have that much time. And I had to go back to that mindset that, no, I'm going to endeavor to persevere. Because if you're going to endeavor to persevere, perseverance means you're going to do something hard and you're going to put a lot into that to keep moving in a direction, no matter what the outcome is, whether you succeed or you fail or fall somewhere in between. Perseverance doesn't guarantee a certain outcome. It just guarantees that you're not going to give up. That's what perseverance does for us. So endeavor to persevere. I don't think anybody can live to be 120, 130 years old. You see these old guys, these old gals, unless they endeavored to persevere. Most people, by the time they hit 70, 75, most people, Now, I've known a lot that, boy, they don't think they're ever going to die. But most people go, oh, I just can't do that anymore. I'm just not able or willing to do that anymore. Well, they start giving up. They start giving up on a few things here and there, here and there. They start to, they begin stopping to endeavor to persevere. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. You should always endeavor to persevere because then you don't see what's coming because you're too busy getting there. You might live to be 100. You might live to be 120 for crying out loud, as long as you're still endeavoring to persevere. There might be limitations that slow you down on a certain thing you're trying to do, but it shouldn't stop you. As long as you can think and as long as you can breathe, boy, endeavor to persevere. Uber Digger, what software? Well, what I'm using is I'm using TubeBuddy. It's got some great tools for doing tags, end screens. Um, um, I put all new tags on every video I've got up on my channel all at one time. I came up with my list of tags and I was able to plug that in using TubeBuddy and hit every single one of my videos. So now every video in my channel has all of those tags. Great tool, great tool. But that's TubeBuddy. And that was using their free version, but I subscribe to them. They're $9 a month, exactly $9. And it gives you a little extra tools. Now I can compare my channel to other people's channels, and yeah, there's some other tools some people don't want to use, but their free tools are pretty darn good. The other one I'm using is for channel art, doing your banners, doing your thumbnails. Um, oh yeah, I mean, you can do all kinds of neat stuff with it, with it, and that's Kavna. Cat, Kavna, yeah. Um, but I would not. I'm gonna see. I tried to switch screens. I'm not doing that. I'm afraid of messing stuff up. Technically stupid. Don't push that button, Sty. You might lose your audience. So, uh, but yeah. Um, okay. Okay. I want to remind everybody, don't use any foul language on the site. Don't use any sub for subs. I don't want to see any of that going on. I don't want to see any kind of hate speech or any of those kind of things going on. Um, I'm not saying any of you are doing this. It's just that don't go there because I don't want my channel getting a strike because somebody gets out of hand in my chat and I'm not monitoring it. The I might give a couple of you guys a wrench to help me kind of monitor um, the and no self-promoting. Talking about your channel and asking questions and what can I do to get this to happen or that to happen, or can I how, how do I get more subs, or how do I get more likes? Those kinds of questions. Feel free. Just don't be asking people to sub to your channel. YouTube, don't go there. They don't like that at all, and they'll throw a strike on my channel if I don't monitor that. So, Sean, that's your style story. Don't touch that. Yeah, I did that one. Don't step on that. So don't touch that would be a new one. Yeah, I should put it on there. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, Chuck, I told that the whole back burner message was just, yeah. Yeah, Richard, I like your banner. I think it's great. Yeah. And that's it, is once you get the right picture, you don't want to change it. And I've had some of these bigger channels that give tech advice. I've been asking them, what should I do about my banner? It's just a lake. There's nothing else there, just the lake. And I said, I love the picture, but I don't like it just being the lake. Most of them were telling me to get rid of the lake. They wanted all this fancy, weird, different, 100 different colors and stuff. And I told them, I said, you're not helping me. It's not reflecting what I want and who I am. I had one tell me, well, now you've got, it says Sty North, where bushcraft and storytelling live together. Then it says, I think it says, join me in this live in the Sty Shack under that. And I've got my logo, my new logo on each side of it. I had one of these guys that's got 250,000 subs told me, you should really drop the logos. They're just distracting. I told him, no, I put a lot of work into that logo. No, I like it. It's staying there. And that's why it's your channel, not somebody else's. So you can listen to their advice. Doesn't mean you have to take it. And Richard, I totally agree with you. You find that right picture, you stay there. Gary, hey, I didn't even see you in there. Now I do. Always good to have you around, Gary. And you're absolutely right. You can only fail if you give up. That's what I had someone tell me on an occasion, I don't even remember what it was we were doing. And they told me, they said, you failed. Why don't you just give up? I said, you got that statement backwards, because the statement should be, you gave up, so you failed. And you're telling me I failed, so I should give up. No, you'd never fail till the moment you finally say, I give up. And then there's nothing wrong with that if you realize, you come to that point where you realize, I have to give up. I have to. And I have to accept that failure. Canva. That's the software. And it's free unless you want all these extra features. But with Canva, what they offer free is really more than enough. But for the $10 a month, it's expanded pretty good. So I'm thinking I'm going to go back and subscribe with them again. They'll say, that old kook, he got on here, messed around with the free version, then he went and subscribed. Then he gets a hold of us and says, no, I don't like it. I want to take the subscription back. I'm all confused. I don't want to pay for confusion. Well, then I found this how-to video, which was a walkthrough on how to make my banner on Canva. I went back and, oh yeah, it worked like $1,000,000. Now I feel bad. Now I'd like to go back and subscribe to them again. So I'll give them a week maybe, and then I'll go give them their $10 a month. But we'll see. Wrong thing gets said, and you might go viral in a bad way. Now, I see messages being retracted. So people are deciding not to say what they said. You live at the Sty Shack, eh, Jasmine? Yep. Yeah, hey guys, come on, smash the thumbs up button for me. The videos without any thumbs up are lower on the algorithm for being suggested later. So if a person doesn't get some thumbs up, they look at it and they go, oh yeah, well, he had all this number of viewers and not a single thumbs up. Thanks, Rob. But if you could hit that thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that bell, and then you'll know whenever I'm going live. And spread the word. Like I said real early in this feed, in this live stream, share it out on your social media. Just share one of my videos or this live stream, and they can find their way to the homepage. That I really appreciate it. That's great. Jasmine, I was first. Yeah. The two most important people when you're trying to get folks to do something is the very first one and the very last one. But then everybody in between. If they weren't there, that's all you would have is the first and last one. Oh, well, if my grandkids are ever here this summer, because I'm going to have solid scheduled live streams. At this point, now these are just tentative. It looks like I'll probably be doing a live stream every Wednesday evening and every Sunday evening, starting the end of April. And that'll go on forever. And I'll just call the Wednesday one. And like I said, those two are tentative. We're not there yet. The Wednesday one for now, until I do decide how I'm going to handle it, it'll be whatever Wednesday. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to call it too. So whatever Wednesday, and it'll be topic based on Wednesdays. It'll be specific topics. And then on Sundays, it'll be Sty Story Sunday. So every Sunday, I'll do one or two Sty stories during my live streams. And then, like this one, general chat. And my topic will pop in between our chatting. So you folks stick with me and you endeavor to persevere, and get me through these rough spots, we'll have live streams year round and lots of good open chat. Um, the nice thing is I've got the best people right now. I mean, my first 4 live streams have had the best people on them. A series of the mobile Sty Shack, and well, running water, that won't be live. Those will be set videos. Yes. I will be doing videos as I establish Sty, and I'm going to be calling it Sty Shack 2. I've already looked at the graphics for the sides of the trailer. The graphics will say Sty Shack 2 on it, and then forward of the graphics, it'll have the Sty North logo, and it's going to say in small print under the Sty Shack 2 in small print. It's gonna have an invitation for people to follow me. So hey, thanks, Richard. Yeah, I don't expect people to be going out of their way to attend the live streams, but I want them to be aware that they're there and available when they want to see them. And I'm going to always, unless YouTube blocks one or something, because there was a YouTube rule violation. I want them to always be posted to my site. I've got a playlist where all the live videos are going to go boom, boom, boom. So a person can go back and watch the older ones if they want. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, we just might do a video there, Jasmine. I'd like to get you kids outdoors and do a video or two. Hey, Gary, looking forward to April. Not as much as I am. April's sweet. Boy, I cannot wait for it. Killed my first cup of coffee. I'm slow tonight. Usually I would have had that one killed half hour ago. But I don't know how it's been for you folks, but this cold spell, here we go again. For the last week, I've had to endeavor to persevere. This apartment building I live in, I have never turned the heat on. And so far, all winter, with the heat off, I set the thermostat to 0. And you can hear it click, it shuts it off. There's no heat going. It's hot water baseboard heat. You could touch the pipes there. No, they're colder than the room air. And it was always 70, 75 degrees in here. Always. And typically 75. In fact, I had days it would hit 80 and it was 15, 20 degrees outside. This cold snap was so cold, I had that thermostat set at 80. And it wouldn't get over 63 degrees in here. I couldn't get it over 63 degrees. It was freezing. For me, it was freezing. I'm getting old, you know. Oh, man, it's cold. 63 degrees. Well, when I lived with my son, my youngest son, he never liked to have his temperature up over 65, which was okay with me. I was 65. I can handle 65. You dress for it. Well, in here, it's 63 degrees at eye level. At the floor, it's only about 45 degrees. So I'm wearing 44% wool blend socks in my house, and my feet are freezing. I'm getting old. It's darn cold out there. Darn cold. Okay, I gotta take a look at what you folks are talking about here. Okay. Running Water says, I'm building a studio upstairs and boosting my Wi-Fi. If you decide you want to do a live feed while working on Shack 2, you'll have Connect available through the property. Hey, I never even thought of that, Running Water. Just so you folks know, Running Water has a house that's, about 8 blocks from me. 8 to 10, maybe 10 blocks from me. And I parked the Sty Shack too at his place because I got no room here at the apartments. And that's where I'll be doing all my work on the Sty Shack, is right at his place. And actually, yeah, a little bit of an upgrade on the Wi-Fi, and I'd be able to do some live streams right from the Sty Shack 2 in his backyard. So, yeah, Running Water, we'll have to put that on the wish list, eh? And that would be good. Folks would love to tag along and participate in that. That would be good. Be real good. Good night, Jasmine. When will you go? When will you be going? Um, if you mean ending the live stream's going to end in about a little less than 40 minutes. 2 hour mark is when I'm going to shut it down. So that would be 9 o'clock. Um, da, 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 da. Sean says it was so cold here that I had a water pipe freeze and burst. Water everywhere. What a mess I got to clean up. Oh boy. Oh, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, not good. Not fun. No. Chuck says it was so cold here. I went outside and my coffee froze in the cup. Froze so fast the ice was still warm. Yeah. Hey, okay. So you guys put me onto this. Now at work, not yesterday, it was the 2 days before that. I was supposed to work all week. Well, 3 days ago, I get into work and I'm an assistant manager at a retail place. I'm not even going to disclose who they are or anything like that until after I retire because the company has all kinds of nasty rules about any social media comments, period. They can't be good, bad, or indifferent. And you're canned. And boy, do they can you. They can you right now if you have a word to say about them or disclose that you even are with that particular company. So anyway, so we're not going there. Don't ask. So, Richard's, before I finish that, Richard's leaving. Everybody have a wonderful night. Got to get to a few other tasks here at the house. Blessings to you all. And thanks much, Ty. What a great guy. Hey, Richard, you're the best. You're the man. You've been there from day one with me. And I'll be there till the end of days with you, buddy. Thank you. The next time I'll be going live is Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will be going live this Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Spread the word, please. I'll be going live a week from today, that Friday, at 7 p.m. So it's Sunday and Friday. I will be back on streaming live. Thanks everybody for saying goodbye to Richard for the night. He's a great guy. But I was telling you about at work. So I go into work, and we're getting a delivery, big semi load of stock. Now we're retail, and we have anything and everything, soup to nuts. Well, they unloaded the truck, and they were concerned. Our freight crew unloaded it, and they told me, they said, boy, oh boy, we got a mess. And I said, what's that? And they said, we've got a whole bunch of 2-liter bottles of soda that froze on the truck. I said, well, they said, do we refuse them? I said, no, we're not allowed to refuse them. We have to take them, and then I have to do a markdown on them as damaged in freight. So the freight company then has to pay the company back for that stuff. And then we have to destroy it. We have to throw it out. Well, so everybody goes home except for me and one other employee. We're a regular night crew, just 2 of us. I'm in my office, and we've got these clipboards hanging on the wall. All of a sudden, I hear this boom, and those clipboards all started shaking. I come flying out of that office, grabbed my coat, went flying out the front door of the store, ran across the parking lot to the alley and looked, because behind us there's a bar and a restaurant. There's commercial businesses. And I thought for darn sure the bar or the restaurant exploded, that something blew up. Gas leak or something. Nothing. I couldn't find anything out there that blew up. Come back in the store, and my associate says, it wouldn't have been us, would it? I said, well, no, we would have seen something. We would have smelled smoke or something. We would have seen something happen. And then I thought, wait a minute. So I went in the back warehouse, and I went to the loading dock, and here a whole case. Those cases, they hold 6 of those big 2-liter bottles of soda. There's a case of soda laying all over the place, and chunks of ice, and pieces of plastic from one of those bottles that blew up. I thought, whoa. I turned around, started walking away, 15 feet away from those bottles laying there, and another one blew. And I swear to God, a quarter stick of dynamite went off behind me. I had never seen pop bottles explode like those did. And here's the worst part. Our furnace decided to crap out at the same time. So we didn't have any heat. It dropped. It was 27 degrees below zero outside with a 50-degree below zero wind chill. That store dropped from 68 degrees down to 36 degrees in an hour. I had to close the store, and I had to get all the water running and everything so that nothing would freeze solid overnight. And we closed the store for the night. Next day, furnace guys were supposed to be there at 9 o'clock the next day. I called in and said, because I didn't start my shift until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I called in and asked the morning manager, I said, furnace guys there? No, they never showed up. So I had to go into work. I wasn't supposed to be there till 3. I had only had about 4 hours of sleep. I go into work. After a few phone calls, we get confirmation the furnace guys are going to be there any minute. Well, any minute ended up being about 12:30 in the afternoon. So we had to spend all day in that store checking stuff to make sure it wasn't frozen. It was a bummer. It was really a bummer. Very cold, very cold. Um, Thanks, Jasmine. Spread the word. Good night. Yeah, I know the Super Bowl is going to be a real bummer. But I'm gonna do the live stream, and if I can get 5, 6 people to tag along, I'll just do it. What the heck? Um, if not, if I get down below 5 people for the stream, then we'll just make it a short one and finish watching the Super Bowl. But I figure I'll have the Super Bowl going on the side over here. Cheesehead. Am I complaining again? Not now. You're here. Better late than never, Cheesehead. Oh, I'm sure you will, Gary. Thanks. Yeah, Cheesehead won't be here on Sunday night. He'll be watching the Super Bowl too. He'll be watching the Super Bowl, rooting for the Packers. Yeah, hey, you're darn right. If I was going out to dinner with somebody, I sure the heck would skip Stye's live stream. Heck, I'd even skip it. I have a couple of catch this, Cheesehead. I've got a couple of big chicken breasts with Caribbean style barbecue seasoning on them, and they're sitting in my oven. All I have to do is go turn that bugger on, and in an hour, I'm eating those chicken breasts. There's no way I can eat them both. They're huge. So, but you already had dinner with your pops, so you're out of luck. But that's what I'm having tonight. Being I don't have to report to work until 4 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, it's another one of those odd schedules. Oh, chicken wings. Yeah. The crock pot. No, not this time. I know you can be there in an hour. I'm only on for a little less than a half hour yet. And no, you're not getting any. No, it's not good for you to have chicken wings and chicken breasts all at the same time. It's just like going swimming after you eat. You're not allowed to eat chicken within an hour of eating chicken. You'll choke. You know, I can remember when I was a kid. Everybody said that you can't go swimming within an hour of eating. No, you got to wait at least an hour after you've eaten to go swimming. My dad used to just laugh about that. He'd say, "Well, we all have heard about that," and he said, "But that kid, he'd never get to go swimming because he never quits eating." And he says, and the kid swims all the time and eats all the time. And he said, obviously, doesn't work that way for everybody because he hasn't gotten the cramps and drowned yet. Put your stuffed chicken in your oven right now. Yeah, leftovers are great. They are great. They are great. Last week I made Swedish meatballs, and I just can't make a small portion of nothing anymore. I don't know how. It's tough because it leaves me leftovers that I got to get rid of. That makes me think of something. Running water, my oldest boy. We never had leftovers. My ex-wife could not understand why. And I told her, I said, it's because you're telling running water to put the leftovers away. And he figures to put it away means you eat it. So, yeah, running water, he put the leftovers away all right. I'd go in and say, oh, I'm going to have some leftover supper for a midnight snack. And I go, where is it? It's all gone. Well, running water put the leftovers away. Oh, well, now I know where they are. They're in his stomach. He's in the rack sleeping. Yep, running water, I'll put them away. Oh, you're in West Virginia. I've got some new YouTube buddies that are from that neck of the woods. Hey, Sean. Yeah, it's been great. It's always great having you here. Yeah, I'll be here Sunday. Stop in and say hi, buddy. Thanks. Did you hear that we're getting a quick trip up our way? We've got 3 of them. We've got 3 quick trips in Ashland. One on the east end, one on the west end, one on the south end. Running water just left the buffet. Ah. My wife said, I'm like fine wine. The older I get, the better I get. Hey, Gary, there's a gal who lives in my building here that her and I, we love chatting with each other. I mentioned her because her daughter gifted me a cast iron teapot not too long ago. It was great. But this gal, her and I get along so really well. And I decided to gift her something that I found. And it was a little, it's just like a knickknack, but it's a thick piece of wood. And it has a wine bottle on top of it, a cutout of a wine bottle. And on the front of it, it said, how did it say? Wine and friends are better if they're old. There's nothing better than old wine and old friends. So I bought that and I stuck it in her mailbox. And for the longest time, she thought it was the guy that lived next door to her. I don't know. He's trying to steal some credit, I think. She knows who gave it to her now. But okay, Sean, good night. Chuck's getting prepared for tomorrow, everybody. He says, made me hungry. I had to get chicken legs out of the freezer for tomorrow. That's good. That's good. Yeah, she said, "Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, yeah, you do." Yeah. Yep. Oh, I tell you, it doesn't take much when you get chatting on here, um, how it just can just drive your urges. I, well, that's just like with these chicken breasts I've got. Oh, they're gonna taste good, but it'll only be about 2 hours before I crash for the night that I will have eaten them. But don't worry about it. I'll endeavor to persevere. I had someone ask me, "Well, now how the heck can you take endeavor to persevere and apply it to bushcrafting or anything and make a live stream about it?" And I said, "All I got to do is start the live stream and endeavor to persevere to the end of it." And I've met my title. So so what I really like is I'm seeing people on here, we're down. We only have a few, maybe a half dozen people on board yet, but the majority of you folks have endeavored to persevere through a whole Sty Shack live stream. I am so proud of you guys. And then we have Cheesehead who comes in at the end and drives us all nuts with his food talk. Oh, yeah, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat that. And you don't get any. But if we mention foodies, I'll be there in an hour. He's still waiting for his raise. See? Even Cheesehead is proving that he can endeavor to persevere. He, he's still waiting for his raise, and he's going to keep waiting for it. You just watch. But he'll endeavor to persevere. You watch. I tell you what, there, I've had people say to me, "How can you do a live stream when you only got a half dozen people around?" I said, "I like to sit and chat with people. Period. It can be one person. It can be 100 people. I don't care. Just some folks getting together, and that's what the Sty Shack's about. It's just a little old place where we can all get together, and that's what we're doing." Food's always a good topic. Yeah, yeah, I know, Gary. It is. Um, Running water. Yep, showed up for the last mile of the marathon. I've always thought about that in my older years now. That some of these marathons, you see where these 75-year-old guy comes running across the line and he's in like 30th place. Well, you know darn well that's first place for somebody in their 70s. But something tells me he took the city bus within 6 blocks of the finish line and started there and said, "Look how I did it. Where's my walker?" He'll take his pay in chicken. Oh, yeah, you'd be in a surprise, Chris, if you come out your door some morning and there's a cage full of chickens sitting on your front step. Yeah, Campfire would be great. Would be absolutely great. There's only 7 legs in the package. So some chicken's cheating me. That's like I always said. I My ex-wife just about give me a whole. She just about cold cocked me because we were in a Red Owl store. If anybody remembers what a Red Owl store is, and we're in the meat department, and I yelled at her across the store, come here, I got to show you something. She come walking over. Now, we were just a young couple at the time, and I think Running Water was maybe about a year old at the time. And I'm holding a packaged chicken. And she comes over and she goes, if you want chicken, get it. I said, no, it's not that I want chicken. I said, but we can get it. I said, but I don't understand it. And she goes, what don't you understand? It's a frying chicken. I go, no, look at it. It says right on the package, it's a 3-breasted fryer. Where are they getting chickens with 3 breasts? I want whatever farm is raising those chickens. I want to meet the farmer's daughter. Yeah, I mean, for crying out loud, where did the chicken get the 3rd breast? That's not. What did they do with the rest of that 3rd chicken? That's another question I got there. So I got a chicken with the legs, the back, the thighs, and the breasts. And then I got 1 breast from some other poor chicken. What did they do with all the rest of that chicken? Was there something wrong with the rest of that chicken? Or is that where all the legs and the wings come from, and the backs and the thighs? They just steal the breasts and stick an extra one and then take all the parts and they sell the parts separate. I don't know. But the package says it's a 3-breasted fryer. Now, that means that one chicken had 3 breasts. Chris, you're right, but I'm not using that word. I'm not using that title. Sty Shack. It's a little old place where we can get together. Sty Shack. I've got the full lyrics for a parody to that song. I've got a gal and her boyfriend that sing for an ad company. They do jingles for marketing. They're looking at it and they're looking at the copyright issues. And is it enough of a parody that I won't run into copyright problems? I mean, big problems like we're suing you to high heaven. And if they can get around the copyright side of it, they're willing to publish that parody song, Sty Shack. It sounds just like that song, except all the lyrics have to do with the Sty Shack. If they can get around the copyright problems, they're willing to publish it as long as they get any royalties that they can okay, they'll produce it and they'll actually publish it, and I would get a small royalty off of any revenue from them publishing it. If I use it on my YouTube channel, I would be giving them, it's like 0.63% of my ad revenue when I monetize my channel. It's less than 1%. So less than a penny per dollar for them to do all the work. So I'm hoping they can do this. I'm hoping. They said it could take 6 months to a year for it to get it all straightened out, but they're already working on it. And they sang part of it to me over the phone, and I just laughed my tail off. It sounds like the original song with my lyrics. I wrote the lyrics. That's why they're going to have to pay me some royalties if they publish it, because they don't. They said that it'll be done if the parody passes the copyright rules. Then I will copyright my lyrics. They will copyright the combination of the lyrics and the song together, which I didn't know you could do that, but you can. You can do that. Running water. Total Recall. Yep. I'm who? Gary says, Devin, I used to shop at Red Owl in the Sioux back in the 70s. Yeah. Well, that's when that it was 1976, 77 that I told the ex, look at the three-breasted chicken. Yeah, the days of the Red Owl and Piggly Wiggly. But now I heard there's a couple Piggly Wigglies in the country yet. I'd like to see one, just to say I did. You know where one of the legs are? I, if you got a missing chicken leg, I would I'd be checking Cheesehead out. If people's got chicken parts missing, if Cheesehead's licking his fingers, I got a feeling I know where those chicken parts ended up. Blue eggs laid by roosters. Oh, robin roosters. Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. I can't hear you, Cheesehead. I know nothing. Jeez. Well, and that's never true either. Is you hear people say, I don't know anything. Well, you know that. so if you know that you know nothing, then you're wrong. Because you know that you know nothing. You can't know nothing. You can't know nothing at all without knowing something. So don't try to pull that on me, Cheesehead, that I know nothing. Yeah. You just ain't saying nothing. Nothing. Nothing about no missing chicken legs. Well, my fault. You hurried up and ate the bones too, I bet you, so there's no evidence. That's the thing with it. Certain foods you can get away with snatching it. Eat it quick. Someone says, hey, where'd this go? I don't know. See any evidence anywhere of somebody taking it? No, I don't know. But certain things like chicken, you got the bones. You got to get rid of the bones. T-bone steak. Oh, yeah, you're in a heap of trouble with a T-bone steak. Ribs. Oh, doggone it. You can't steal a few of them because there's evidence left over. But I'll tell you what, cocktail wieners, pop, 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 pop. Shrimp, you end up with you got to eat the tail. Evidence. Yep. Yeah, just don't leave any evidence. Cheesehead would have had a problem though. Now, if you could have boneless chicken breasts in barbecue sauce, and he couldn't hide the evidence because that barbecue sauce would be all over him in his hands. He'd go, "What chicken breasts? I didn't see any." Chicken sleeves for chicken grease. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got that one. You hit that one right on the nail there, Gary. Yeah. Unthawing things. Yeah. When people say it, there you go. You need to unthaw that. Well, put it back in the freezer then. What the heck is the matter with you? If you want it unthawed. I love it, Chuck. Matt, if I had you sitting here for a live stream, we'd have us. I'd love to have Chuck, Gary, and Cheesehead all in a roundabout, and all we'd have to do is talk to each other and live stream it, and we'd end up with 200 viewers busting a gut. I mean, you guys are hilarious. And that's the whole thing is all these innuendos and all these odd things people say, and they think it's normal, it's right. Yeah. Chuck, I think it's I think it's great that you brought that up. Yeah. Right now, Chris, you're right. All sorts of people are unthawing their pipes because they're freezing and bursting. Unsweetened tea? So how did they get the sweetener out of it? See, I've always wondered about that too. Unsweetened tea. You mean they put sugar in that and then said, oops, there should be no sweetener in that. We got to take the sweetener out of that tea. I think there's a law against that. Well, guys, I'd love to keep this going and going and going, but what I'm going to count on is that folks are going to share this out, and I'll pick up my views and watch time of people watching it after the fact. But I got to wrap it up, guys. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, and I really do need to shut it down. I've got some more editing I got to do on my channel. So and I hate to go. I really hate to go. You guys are such a blast to chat with. And this was a fun night. We didn't have a big crowd, but we got a lot of chatting going on, and it stayed on. It was on topic through the whole thing. It was just a blast. It was fun. And I gotta let you. Oh, you'll be here Sunday? No, no, running water. You're gonna catch me on Sunday? Good, good. Um, no, I'm not off on Tuesday. Sorry, only Sunday and then next Friday I'm off. That's it. Sorry about that, Cheesehead. I don't know how to do a group live stream. Haven't a clue. So yeah, that's another learning curve I'll have to take. Here goes old technical spy, gonna mess it all up. Yeah, but Running Water's not back in town until March. Whoa! Well, you drive safe out there. Yeah, my boy Running Water, he's an over the road trucker. Yeah, we'd figure it out somehow. There, Cheesehead. The I'm sure I'm not. I'm kind of dumb, but I ain't stupid, so maybe I can get it figured out. uh, but hey, all of you guys, I'm gonna be shutting her down, and it's been a blast. Love you all. Catch me when you can on the next live stream, if not that one, the following one. So, like I said, I'm going to be here Sunday night at 7 and next Friday at 7. And I've got new topics for those, and we'll have a blast with them. And I'm going to somehow try to get people promoted. I know there was a couple of streams on tonight that people are probably over watching instead of coming here. So, I'll be up there in an hour to get my chicken. You better stay home. I don't want a phone call from you. You're on somewhere down at the slough, broke down. Yeah, I'm just outside of Mason. I'm down in the slough down there. No, I ain't gonna come help you. Okay. We'll see you, Chuck. You have a good one. And we'll see you, Chris. You have a good one. And we'll see you, Running Water. We'll see everybody that's been on board. And you all take really good care. So that's it for tonight, folks. We're going to shut her down.